Hey guys, Zoeb here from OneGlanceTrader.com, and I'm really excited to be launching my first ever course on YouTube that walks you through my very own Forex scalping strategy. Now, this is a 5-part series similar to Netflix. I've released all 5 parts, so all 5 videos are all live on YouTube now, so you can binge watch them one by one and start taking the ideas and implementing them inside your trading. Now, before I get going and walk you through what is inside the course outline of the 5 parts, I just got a very quick disclaimer to run you guys through. So, as you guys know, for those who have, watched all my videos and are part of my channel and part of my community, you'll know that Forex contains a high level of risk, and in particular, scalping. So, I don't really talk that much about scalping on my channel. There are reasons for that. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the reasons why I've decided to launch this course now in this particular time. So we'll go into that. But as always, I always stress that all the ideas, concepts, indicators, EAs that I offer you guys absolutely free every single week in all the videos that I launch is take the ideas and practice them on the demo, and only trade live with money that you can afford to lose. That's very important. I really hope that you guys implement this strategy. It works wonders for me, and I know it will do for you, but you have to practice. You got to remember that I've been trading now for nearly 5 years, so a lot of these concepts and techniques that I'm going to walk you guys through are second nature to me. So I go into quite a bit of depth, making sure that whether you're at five years in, 20 years in, or just starting, that you guys have the knowledge you need to make the right decisions. And this is one of the first strategies that I ever used when I got into Forex, and I've modified it over time, and this is the kind of latest revision that I'm releasing with you guys now. And I'll be honest, none of it will be a surprise in terms of when I actually walk you guys through the strategy, if you guys have been following my channel for a while, because I talk about all these concepts and the indicators. Some of them are my own indicators as part of the OGT series. Let's just get right into it, but please, as always, just practice, and if you do go live, do it with money that you guys can afford to lose. So in this video, I'm just going to quickly walk you through on what the 5 parts are going to walk through in part one. So we're in part one at the moment. As I'm doing now, I'm just going to cover all the areas inside this course, and I just want to hone into the point about why I'm teaching this strategy now. So there is a reason, after looking at some data and insights of everyone that contacts me through my channel, that fill out all random surveys that I share to really better myself, not only as a trader but as a YouTuber and a content creator. I've picked up some good insights that I want to share with you guys shortly. So we're going to go through all of that. Part two is learning 2 key concepts that underpin that overall strategy. So as I mentioned earlier, you know, the 2 concepts I'm going to mention, you can see them right there. It involves the RSI and regular diversion. So hopefully you guys will know straight away that this scalping strategy is a counter trend strategy, because I've got stuff like regular divergence. But if RSI or divergence doesn't mean anything to you, don't worry. I go into all the details. By the end of it, you'll be experts and competent and trading the strategy. So those are the 2 elements there that I'll be going through inside the next video. Part 3 actually goes into the meat of the strategy. I go through the indicators that I use, the settings that I use, and some variations of that depending on your trading style. All the indicators and settings and templates in this course is all 100% free. You can get the indicators and the settings by just clicking the link in the description. You can get all of that, so you'll have everything you need to start trading this strategy today, hopefully on demo. And then I go into some examples of what are long trade setups and short trade setups, and really walk you through each of the rules step by step, so it's quite clear. And again, you guys will always have this video and some of the supporting reading material there. You'll get all of that information, so you can always go back inside your own time and just keep checking and checking to make sure you've got the strategy correct. Part 4 then talks about risk management. Probably a lot of people don't want to talk about risk management, but it's very important, especially when you're scalping, because your kind of reward to risk is not as high as it should be if you're trading outside of scalping day trading terminology. So we're talking everything about stop loss, take profit targets. Um, we'll be looking at the lot sizes, which is not inside this agenda. I've got to tweak that, but again, we'll look at everything on there, and they're very easy. It's not something that you need a mathematician or something like that. It's quite straightforward. We're using indicators to help support us, and primarily using the ATR, so the average true range there. So we'll get into that detail shortly. And then the last bit is A++ premium trade setup. So in part three, I walk you through the settings that generally can be used. But in part five is once you're used to the kind of settings, I go through some optimal settings that you can use that do restrict the number of trades available. However, as I mentioned, they're A++ in my view premium trade setups. They don't occur that often, but when they do, they are a high probability and higher quality types of trades. And then lastly, I'm going to walk you through end to end of one particular trade example. Again, the whole concept in terms of how you trade it is the same whether you're using the information in part three or part five. So it'll apply to everything. But I take you through step by step a full trade, entry, lot size, take profit, stop loss, everything. So you guys can be fully comfortable with this course and with this strategy. And as time goes on, I'll be including bonus videos of live trades and other ideas and concepts to help support the overall framework of this strategy. So again, all these parts are now live on YouTube, and we'll be going through those very shortly. But what I wanted to do was just quickly take you through about why I'm teaching this strategy now. So for those of you who are part of my community, you guys will know on oneglancetrader.com or via some of the emails that I send you guys, you will notice that I do offer a survey. So the survey is, but all the survey is just a few questions about you and your style of trading, what type of account you hold, and what kind of your frustrations are. And the reason why I ask these questions is primarily A, for me, so I can better understand my audience in terms of what content that I need to be showing. And just want to draw out some of the results of two questions that I had. So the first one was, is what is your style of trading? And as you can see here that, 70%, if we add the scalper and day trader, 70% of my audience at the moment are really into either scalping trading or day trading. So they don't like to hold positions more than a day. And again, I go through a lot of concepts and trading strategies on my channel, all applicable for whether you're a short-term trader or a long-term trader. But I don't really talk that much about day trading and short-term trading. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of do this course to kind of walk you guys through that. And then the next question is what's your account size? And this is really interesting for me that 40% have less than $500 to learn how to trade. And then if you add in the next bracket between 500 to 2,000, that's around 70% of my audience have less than 2 grand. And again, this is something why I'm releasing this course, because scalping, you don't need a lot of money to scalp. Obviously, the more you have, the better. However, if you got 2 grand and you want to, there's other questions in there that I won't go into here that, people want to retire and trade for a living and, make a supplement second income. But, 3/4 of my audience have less than 2 grand in their pocket. These kind of more aggressive strategies are the ways to kind of build up that capital. And the reason why it resonates with me is because I had the same thing. I had about £5,000, so whatever that is, probably a 1-to-1 ratio now between the dollar and the pound, but around 7K dollars. And I literally went to this strategy that I'm going to share with you guys to go build that account, to nearly about £10,000. And then I took those and I had a bit more of a bank with me to go learn the other concepts and trading. And as you guys know, I do a lot of trend trading stuff now, which is completely counterintuitive to what I'm discussing with you now. But either way, um, if it works, if it worked for me, I'm one of those 70%, and that's the bit I'm trying to get through to you guys. I'm one of these 70% of people who are watching this video now that are in this kind of concept, and I think that this is why I've launched this strategy now. So I really hope you guys really understand the reasoning of why I've timed this strategy the way I have. And again, if you guys want to take this survey, it's absolutely free. Nothing to do anything. It's just a Google form sheet. I'll put the link in the description. I'd love to understand more about, surveying my audience so I can produce better quality content for you guys inside the future. So as you can see, we're ready now to go hit part two. So the end screen should be on it now, and there should be a nice little thumbnail for you to click on for part two. And I should see you guys in a few seconds.